Hey Cancers, what's going on? And welcome to the Soul Closet. It's time for your weekly love and relationship spreads, you guys. Hope you guys are doing great. And Cancer, we are diving in this week in love and or relationships. So it's really anybody that you have on your mind. Remember to feel free to flip-flop the characters in the story. If something doesn't feel like it's yours, it could be the other person, or it's just not your reading, and that's okay too. So let's get down to business. What does Cancer need to hear this week in love and or relationships? Let's find out, you guys. Okay, scoot it over and let's see what we have. Okay, what do we have coming into the current situation? What is going on with my Cancers? We have the Three of Wands. So a little manifesting. You could be waiting on something right now. You could be finding yourself maybe in, stagnant. You're waiting for someone to communicate. You're waiting to take some kind of action, but we'll see once we have more cards. Could also be dealing with a fire sign, Leo, Sag, Aries, with those Three of Wands. What's crossing that current situation is the Two of Cups, some type of partnership. Once again, that is a cup, so that is Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. So there you are. Maybe you're waiting for some kind of new commitment coming through, Cancer. What's currently on your mind right now? You have the Seven of Cups. You got a lot on your mind. You may even be finding yourself a little daydreamy over this person. Or just maybe some choices around your heart space, but there's definitely a lot. I feel like what's on your mind is a lot of choices in your heart space, okay? What do we have in the recent past here for you? We have the Death. That is major arcana for Scorpio, so you could have ended something with some kind of a Scorpio. Or something has been rebirthed, or some kind of challenge has come up with that Death card, okay? It doesn't always necessarily mean an ending. Sometimes it's a change. Sometimes it's a transition taking place, but we'll take a peek. What's in the foundation of your reading today? We have the Knight of Wands, okay? That is very Sagittarius, Leo, Sag, Aries for me. It's a little bit more on the Leo side, or excuse me, Sagittarius side for me right there. But, it is a wand, so feel free to, fill that in, however you need to, Leo, Sag, Aries. And that's really about someone kind of coming in and coming out, kind of floating in and floating out, or this is you really just, wanting to take some action kind of quickly, some type of quick movement, okay? Knights don't stick around. They kind of float in and out, but this is kind of quick moving energy here. So let's see what's coming in here, what to expect that's coming in is the Emperor, major arcana for Aries, Cancer. You've got some Aries energy. You've got Scorpio energy. You have Aries energy here and some Aries as well here. So yeah, for some of you definitely are dealing with an Aries. Okay, so that the Emperor is truly about, an authoritative figure. This could be like a father figure. This could also be somebody that you work with, or somebody that you know that's maybe a little bit more older than you, maybe a little bit more established. But this card is about establishing yourself and creating some kind of new structure and taking charge and taking control. Okay, so how do you guys currently see yourself right now, Cancer? You see yourself as the Ten of Cups. Beautiful. Happy. You see yourself happy. External to you that's coming in that you're not aware of. What is that all about? Is the Chariot. Major arcana for Cancer, and there you are right there with the Chariot. Some kind of new movement, some kind of, for some of you, Cancers, there could be some kind of move, and there could also be some kind of travel, okay, coming up with that Chariot. What's all up in the emotions? What are you guys feeling right now is the Six of Wands. That Six of Wands is you're feeling very victorious around something, very successful around something that you've done. So that's also, once again, a wand, so Leo, Sag, Aries. So a lot of wand and Aries energy so far. What's your outcome today for your reading is the Ten of Swords, okay? That potentially could be some kind of a ending to a cycle, maybe even feeling a little bit anxious. That Ten of Swords is, it's you've been through a lot, and it's been painful. So we'll definitely clarify that and find out why it's the ending card. Let's find out what's at the bottom of your deck. Okay, we have that Hanged Man energy. Okay, that Hanged Man is very Pisces energy for me. Something has become quite stagnant, or there is just something is in suspense. It's almost, I feel like you're waiting on something. And you're getting a little bit fidgety on the waiting period for sure. Or something has come has become what was once maybe flowing, has now become, you know, slow moving with that Hanged Man energy. But we are going to clarify and find out what is going on, because what we have coming into the current situation and your current moment right now is that Three of Wands. It's almost as if you're waiting for somebody to come to see you, or you're waiting for them to finish up something, to come, I don't know, I feel like you've been really waiting on this person, waiting on them to commit, waiting on some kind of partnership. It's almost kind of like you're questioning right now, you know, has this ship sailed, or should I continue to wait? So I feel like you're kind of at this anxiousness, this anxious energy of, you know, let's just either fish or cut bait, but let's make some kind of decision. But let's find out, why is the Three of Wands here? Judgment. Yeah, you've been waiting long enough. You know, it's been in suspension long enough that you're just like, come on, let's make a judgment call. It's kind of like what I just said, you know, let's either fish or cut bait. And you are just, you know, waiting for, you're about ready to make some kind of judgment call around this person. Because what's crossing you right now is that Two of Cups. And that Two of Cups is about a partnership, right? You know, maybe this person is, you know, isn't really stepping up and being the partner you need them to be, because you're still waiting on them, waiting on some form of commitment, or what it is that they're wanting to do here. Are they wanting to move forward? Or are they wanting to move backwards? And we have the Tower card. So there's definitely been some kind of sudden change taking place around this partnership. There could have even been some kind of major argument or some kind of major fight. That Tower is very scorpionic energy for me, but this is about, you know, chaos and a little bit of, you know, well, not a little bit, but sudden changes. And, you know, when you see that Tower card, it's happening in the now. So I feel like you guys I feel like you got into an argument over some type of commitment or some type of partnership that the two of you were in right now. And it's definitely created some anger, okay, because what you have in your mind is the Seven of Cups, which is, you know, just kind of, you know, options like, should I do this, should I do that? That Seven of Cups can sometimes be a little bit of a dreamy energy, right? Getting kind of lost in your mind kind of space. But in this particular reading, I really feel like that Seven of Cups is really more of, you know, you're wondering if this person has too many options, or maybe you're feeling for yourself personally, Cancer, that you're like, you know, I've got a lot of options and a lot in my mind, and I don't know, but let's take a peek, because there's definitely somebody here has a lot of choices and a lot of options in the heart space. While we're dropping everything everywhere here, let's take this one because it dropped out first, the Empress. Okay, that Empress is Libra and Taurus energy. She is the embodiment of beauty, Mother Earth, nature. She loves all things. She's very nurturing. She's very abundant, but it feels like it's spread thin. It feels like this person isn't giving you the nurturing and the energy that you're wanting, and you're maybe even receiving it from other people right now, because this person, you know, maybe isn't committing as deeply as you want. You're tired of waiting for some type of movement from this person, some type of shift. For sure, because what we have, well, and this card did fly out too, so I should probably use it. You know, we do have that Eight of Pentacles there, so it's like I feel like you've worked very hard to nurture your own like emotions and this person's emotions, and now you're just at a place of waiting for that, like I said, that love to come your direction, and you're getting tired of the wait, so you're about ready to make some type of a judgment call here if this person continues to stay stagnant and not do a whole lot of anything. Because what we have here in the recent past is that Death card, which means that, you know, that death is straight up either an ending, some kind of change, sometimes some type of new transition or some type of transformation. It is major arcana it's very scorpionic energy for me. So why is the Death card here for you guys? Yeah, the Hermit, potentially dealing with a Virgo there with that Hermit. It feels like somebody might have ghosted you, completely pulled back after having some kind of conversation or some kind of argument around the committed relationship. Maybe even talked about that it's become a little bit too routine, and I've been patient, and you have time for everyone else but me. And it does feel like, you know, someone has completely shut down, shut off, and closed up. Because what we have in the foundation of your reading right now is we have the Knight of Wands, okay? And unfortunately, you guys, the Knight of Wands gets a little bit of a bad reputation. It's a little bit of that, you know, player's energy, that player, you know, that bad boy and that thirsty girl kind of energy, where they're really not looking for a committed relationship. They're really more looking for a good time. But we're going to clarify, why is that Knight of Wands? Why is the Knight of Wands here? Let me Ace of Cups, you know. Feels like this person really, you know, stepped in and offered you some kind of love opportunity. But what I'm seeing here is that there's some kind of argument around the actual love opportunity or the commitment, or you're waiting for that next level. It's like, okay, we've been here, done that. Let's step it up. You guys are really questioning as to whether or not it's time to either close this cycle or move forward. You're really getting tired of the waiting period for sure. Okay, this is what we have coming in is we have that Emperor, which is that authoritative figure. So for some of you, you could be dealing with, you know, somebody much older than you. For some of you, it could even be your boss. But let's just flip it. Why is the Emperor here? Ten of Cups. Yeah, you're looking for stability and happiness, and you're not looking for a good time in this particular scenario today, Cancer. You're looking for, you know, you're truly working towards and taking charge of your own personal happiness if this person can't. And because what we have coming in is you going, you know what, I'm perfectly happy. I'm in a happy place right now. My cups are all filled. So good for you. This is the other person. It's like you've made up your mind around something for sure. You're in a good place right now. Why is the Ten of Cups here? The Chariot. Yeah. It's like somebody might have moved away or just came in with pretty fiery words and communication. Maybe kind of come in a little harsh, maybe a little bit too quick. But I also feel like you're moving. For some of you, there's a lot of happiness because you're moving forward or you're moving away from this kind of energy. And for some of you, you are physically, actually moving. There's also travel. I mean, we've got the Chariot here, which is, you know, you, Major Arcana for Cancer, right? So you're in a happy place. Maybe you're doing some traveling. Maybe you're extending more traveling. Somebody could have really just kind of... this is you taking charge, right? Okay. And feeling happy and comfortable with the choice that you made. Because what we have coming in is, once again, that Chariot. So we have some quick, fast-moving energy. Maybe for some of you, a little bit of a vacation. Maybe for some of you, grabbing the reins and taking charge, taking your power back, taking control, or physically moving. Let's take a peek at that. Why is the Chariot card here, though? Why is it here for my Cancer? Death card. Okay. Some of you are completely moving away from this particular scenario. Whatever argument, whatever discussion, whatever you've been waiting for, you're recognizing that that ship has sailed, and you're going to make some kind of a judgment call, and you're going to, you know, sit in your place of happiness, and, you know, you're looking for a more structured relationship. But I feel like you're moving more towards your happiness and away from maybe this unhealthy relationship that's just not presenting itself. That Death card is Major Arcana for Scorpio, so could also be Scorpio energy. Is what you have in your emotions right now is the Six of Wands. That Six of Wands is you feeling very victorious in your skin. You feeling like you have successfully, you know, did something. Let's find out. Why is that Six of Swords here? King of Swords. Yeah, you disconnected yourself from somebody that just clearly was not... you're moving on from somebody that ghosted you. You're moving on from someone that brought in some kind of a love offer but never really followed through with it. And they were emotionally unavailable. And you provided a lot of, you know, nurturing and a lot of love. You put a lot of effort into this, and it's become very stagnant. And you're ready for your own happiness. And you're gonna go get it, Cancer. You're not gonna sit around and wait for it to happen. That person is now moved on over, and you've cut them on out. And you're successful and feeling good about it because, you know, your overall outcome is, you know, that Ten of Swords. And for me, that is just straight up the ending of a cycle. Okay. Let's get one more card on that, though. Why is the Ten of Swords here? Show me more on the Ten of Swords, please. And we have the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, you are like, you know, you are moving away from... Well, that Five of Pentacles is, you know, feeling abandoned, okay? Someone over here, you know, completely just shut down, ghosted you, abandoned you, and you're like, you know, this has ended up to a cycle. Like, I'm not going to just have this Knight of Wands to come in and float and come when they want. I've been patiently waiting for them to step up, and if they can't step up, they abandoned me. I'm walking out on them. I am closing this cycle. I'm leaving this. It is emotionally, physically, mentally, and spiritually exhausting, and I am ready to move forward, okay? So, yeah, so that is what I have for you, Cancer, this week. Sure would love to hear if this reading did resonate with you, and I appreciate you guys checking in. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and I look forward to chatting with you guys next week. Take care.